camera mic. I'm actually in my office. Yeah, so it's good that I don't have to use. Yeah, if can't hear clearly, then you got to let me know. Okay. You have told the other two friends. Okay, I'm trying to get you to do something very simple one. So let's see. Oh, still got one more friend not here, huh? Okay. While waiting, right? Can we play something? Let me see. Yeah, see whether you can actually play this. You let me know whether you are able to see. All right. I paste the link at the chat box. Can you click and see whether you are able to play?
Oh, can.
Can. Good. Okay, so can you put asset example? Now, before we start, right, because I don't know whether you all did any accounting subject before.
I haven't.
No, none of you.
No, they are.
Mine
So you
is
are Kevin. Kevin got no accounting background. Noel?
mine is SPM and STPM, but mostly forget already.
Noel, okay lah. Okay. You have, then if you have, then yeah. You can see, right? You can see my screen, right? So can you add, like, you just put anything as under asset, under liability, under equity, just click on the plus button. Have you ever used Padlet? Yeah, you just click on the plus button, okay? Then you can actually, you can put your name and then followed by, like for example, let's say this is for me. So I just put asset, like for example, vehicle, see, like this. So you can see You see my name up there, and then the asset is motor vehicle. Yeah. So can you do? I just want to see whether you know how to differentiate between asset, liabilities, and equity. Yeah. So in the future we can play around with this one. So just to see, are you able to understand what the example of asset, liabilities, and equity, especially for Kelvin here. So where's your another friend?
I'm here already.
Oh, here again.
Yeah, I just got in.
Oh, okay. So Farah, can you? Oh, okay. Then I got to send one more. I got to. Okay.
This one for question 6.
Sorry.
This one for the question 6.
Not for question 6 lah. It's just for fun lah. Yeah. So can you give me example, liability example, equity example? Since you have done lecture 1, I think by today you have done 2 lectures, right? The second lecture is cash flow, cash book. Yeah. So can you put, okay, bank loan, good. What else? Come faster. Okay, trade payable. Sarah, you can actually, you saw the link? Yeah, you can actually click. Oh, okay. I should add more section. Income and expenses. Okay. Oops. So this is quite fun, right? Yeah, I just learned this thing, but I find that it's actually very fun. So that's why, yeah. Okay, I add 2 more income expenses. So if you think you know the example of income, you just put in, and then expenses is just put in. Office equipment, okay, good. Salary, is salary a liability? What is salary? You know, when you go out to work, you get salary, right? So salary is which one? Expenses. Yes. So this one is wrong, huh? Okay. So this one, okay.
Miss,
Ah,
the liabilities is like hutang, right? Like own. I own.
yeah. The liability is actually okay. Let's say now you have to think. Let's say now you own a business. Okay. Let's say now you own a business. Asset is something that we have, right? If you own a business, you always think the asset is something that belong to us. We have what we have. So like office equipment that's we have, right? Okay, motor vehicle, is like we need motor vehicle, to deliver to do delivery to our customers. So we need motor vehicle, correct? Okay, then liabilities is the company owe. Yeah, the company owe to outsider. Let's say you borrow a loan from a bank, so bank is an outsider, so it's a liability. Equity is basically talk about capital. So under equity, you have capital, drawings, and profit and loss. This one, the word should have an S, drawings. Yeah, drawing always with an S. All right. Okay. Income. Income is what we receive. Discount received is income. Interest received is income. Sales is income. Right. Revenue. Another word for sales is revenue. All right. Yeah. Expenses. Oh, we have a lot of expenses. Expenses like what? You pay salary, you pay rental, water and electricity. Also expenses like utilities. Right. When you run your business, let's say imagine you have a shop. So you need to pay shop rental, you need to pay water and electricity. You need to pay what? Your telephone bill, isn't it? Correct? Yeah, telephone bill, right? So a lot of expenses lah. Actually, expenses that a very long list. Okay, so yeah, so asset, liability, equity, income, expenses. These are the very basic one. So basically, you must know how to classify them. If you know how to classify them, then I would say you shouldn't have any problem lah, right? Okay, like for liability, sometimes let's say right, okay, let's say accrued. What is the accrued interest, like accrued rental, for example. Accrued rental also can. So accrued rental. This one I can put color. See, Accrued rental meaning the rental that you should pay but you haven't paid. So meaning you still owe. Yeah, anything that you still owe is under liability. Yeah, under liability. So asset is what we have. Like asset, we can have what else? Trade receivable is also our asset, right? Trade receivable is our customer actually owe us. So meaning we are expecting our customer to pay. Correct? Yeah, we're expecting our customer to pay. So, right, orange, okay. Yeah, it is. So any other thing that you can think of, you just, just put your answer in. All right. So in the future, I might use this one to test to actually see, whether you know how to differentiate. So this is all about in chapter 1, right? Your first lecture. The first lecture is a very, very basic one. Yeah, it's a very, very basic one. Okay, right? Now, right. So then if we go to our tutorial question. So if you look at the, okay, I think I should, wait, I should actually also the lecture notes, yeah. Okay. So from the lecture notes, if you really study, right, it's like quite long, huh? Actually, accounting, if you look at the theory, you need to understand the theory, then only you know how to do the calculation. So it's actually both are important. But I would say some of you would say, oh, theory wise it's a bit, a bit boring, yeah. Yeah. But well, no choice. Okay, so you have to. This is one of your elective, right? Okay, so whether you like it or not, you have to pass, right? So role of accounting. So this one later on, I think our tutorial question we actually talk about this one. So accounting versus bookkeeping. Now, bookkeeping is actually something. Okay, I draw you something. Yeah. Okay. Pen. Okay, pen just use in red, right? Now, so if you see this one, right, accounting versus bookkeeping. So it's actually something like this. So if I have okay, so if I draw something like this, right? Oops. Um, it's not very okay. So if I draw a circle like this and I have another small circle here. So accounting is actually the big one and bookkeeping is actually inside. Yeah. So bookkeeping is actually a very, very basic one. So bookkeeping, what do you do? Bookkeeping, right? Book. How do you keep a book? Is that right? So bookkeeping is basically you do recording. Like you record from your source document. So meaning first you collect all your source document, then you do your recording. Yeah. So your recording also we say is actually in the book of prime entry, right? And then you do the summarizing. Okay, summarizing is still under bookkeeping. And then we do communicating where we finalize everything that is actually accounting. So this is the idea. So you see bookkeeping is basically to collect and to record. Accounting is actually all these, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, correct? Yeah, so that's why the picture like this. Okay. Yep. Right. So this is the accounting cycle, right? So we start from the source document. Yeah. So this is number 1. So we start from here. This is our number 1. Then this is our number 2. 7 books of prime entry. This is number 3. The 3 lectures. Okay. And then after that, after you actually close all your lecture, then you are able to come up with a draft trial balance. And then we need to do some adjustment. Sometimes at the end of the month, we're supposed to pay, but we haven't paid. Meaning, right, meaning like rental, you're supposed to pay every end of the month. But then who knows, maybe you forgot. Then you only paid in the beginning of next month. So meaning you bring forward to next month. So we need to do some adjustment. Okay, so it's the same thing as we bring forward to next year. Like we're supposed to settle at the end of this year, but sometimes we bring forward to next year. Now in accounting, normally, how often do you prepare? How often do you do the closing? Well, you can do closing monthly. Okay, you can do monthly. You can also do yearly. So basically, normally the companies, they do monthly, and then after that they sum it up yearly. So when we do trial balance financial statement, you can do monthly, you can also do yearly, or sometimes actually half yearly, right? Okay, so then 6, and then closing entry in the 7. Okay, yeah. So this is actually the whole cycle looks like, right? So that's how. So from here you can see 1 year. So normally we do 1 year, but you can see some of your question in your tutorial is actually monthly, is it correct? Talk about monthly also can. And then we talk about accounting equation. So just now, remember in the Padlet, I asked you to do, so it's asset, liability, and equity, correct? So you see asset is own. Asset is something that we own, so remember this. Asset is something that we own, so it's always at the debit side. Now, so if I draw you a T account like this, so asset, asset is debit is here, credit is here. So is there a difference? Yes. For asset, debit means plus. For asset, credit means minus. So let's say, for example, asset, right? If you sell, you put on the credit side. If you buy a new one, you put on the debit side. So debit side is plus, credit side is minus. So meaning this will increase. Here mean it increase, minus mean it will decrease your asset, right? For liability and equity, for liability and equity is actually like this. Okay, liability and equity. So basically, the debit is still here, the credit is still here. However, for liability and equity, if you want to increase, is on the credit side. But for liability, if you put debit side, is a decrease. Can you see that? So you see, asset and liability equity is actually the other way around, correct? Yeah. So you see, liability is credit. So meaning when you want to increase, is on the credit side. So same goes to equity. Equity, when you want to increase, is on the credit side. Yeah. All right. So this is liability is we owe. Hutang. Yeah. This is our debts. Okay. Owe mean is actually our debts. Right? Okay, equity is actually belongs to the owner. The money belongs to the owner. All right? Okay, so the explanation here. Okay, then we go to so this one. So you can see from here, right? Asset. See now, then we can have asset. We have two category: non-current asset and current asset. Liability, we have non-current liability and current liability. So what is the difference? Okay, so very quickly, this one is less than 1 year. Okay, less than 1 year. This one is more than 1 year. Yeah, all right. More than 1 year, less than 1 year. Okay, same goes to here. This one also more than 1 year. Like for example, your loan. Let's say sometime when we borrow 5 years loan, 10 years loan, even 20 years loan, you'll be under non-current liability. Example of current liability. Current liability will be like what? This one will be less than 1 year. Okay, so like your trade payable. Okay, trade payable. So this one less than 1 year, like for example, inventory, trade receivable, your cash in hand, the money that in your bank account, right? This one non-current asset example is like your motor vehicle, isn't it? Correct? Your motor vehicle, your office equipment, all right? Okay, motor vehicle, office equipment, yeah. Okay, this one is your loan. This one, another one can be your debenture. Okay, these are all more than 1 year. So trade payable, or this one, it can be accrued. Okay, accrued salary, for example, right? Okay, now capital, profit and loss, and drawings. This is all under capital. Yes. So just now, some of you actually did this correctly. Under yeah. All right. Okay, and then now from profit and loss, how do we get profit and loss? Is income minus expenses, right? Okay, income minus expenses. That's how we get equal to profit or loss, isn't it? Correct? So how do we know if there's income? When your income is higher than expenses, it's a profit lah. But the other way around is a loss, isn't it? Correct? Yeah. So from this diagram, I hope you're able to understand, especially for those who do not have any, accounting background, right? Okay, accounting is actually we do simple mathematics. Very simple mathematics. Okay. Yeah. Normally it's plus, minus, divide. Yeah. All right. So it's a very simple mathematics. Okay. So asset is explanation. So I'm not going to. So it just now actually I sort of kind of like give you summary. So this one is more in detail, right? Okay, see, this is how you get your profit. So it's revenue minus expenses. So all the revenue, meaning revenue, in other words, is what income, isn't it? Yeah, okay. In other words, it's income, right? All the income or the revenue is on the credit side. See, meaning if you want to increase your income, it's on the credit side. Yeah, but expenses is in the debit. So meaning if you want to increase your expenses, you put on the debit side. Yeah. All right. So if I draw a T account, this is what we call a T account. Correct. So for expenses, okay. For expenses, if you want to increase, it's on the debit side. Like this. If you want to decrease, it's on the credit side. Okay. Yeah. I'm not used to this table because I used to actually having class at home, but now I actually, have class in my office. Okay, just got to move my keyboard. All right. Okay. So, and important thing is we see this one dual effect. Yeah. Okay. Double entry. So meaning, if you have a debit, you must have a credit. If you have a debit, you must have a credit. Right? Okay, you have a debit, you must have a credit. So this is what we call, balance. Only it will be balanced. Yeah. So you see this accounting equation, asset equal to liability plus equity is no matter how, it's always balanced. But of course, some of you might say, is it a must one debit, one credit? No, I can have two debit and one credit also can be balanced. I can also have one debit and two credit also can balance. Yeah. All right. Okay. Depends on your transaction. So later on from the question, then we are able to identify. You see here? You see here? This one? Increase. So is it equal? Yes. So meaning if my asset increase by 100, here also I must increase by 100. So this is what we call dual effect. Yeah. All right. Yeah. If I increase here 100, this one also I must increase 100. Right. Now increase decrease meaning under the same asset I increase and here I decrease. Yeah. Okay. I put minus. It's actually bracket same. So it's also 0 equal to 0. Is that correct? It's still balanced. That's what it means. Okay. That's what it means. All right. Okay, so these are the illustration. I believe you already seen. Yeah, see, this is the balance, must be balanced. Yeah, so all the debit is asset expenses. All the credit is liability, revenue, and equity. So credit means when you want to increase. Credit means when you want to increase this thing, right? Okay, it's on the credit side. For asset, is actually on the debit. Yeah, right. So asset expenses is always on the debit. Liability, revenue, equity is always on the credit. Yeah, all right. Okay, I think that's all. We can actually go to the questions or T account. Yeah. Now this lecture note is actually very comprehensive. So if you have any question, don't really understand, please refer to these lecture notes. Yeah. All right. Okay. Now, your tutorial. Okay. So this is which one is the question? This one is the question. Okay. Now, so for question 1, do you have any problem? Question 1 is actually theory lah. Define accounting. Explain the stages involved in your answer. This answer is actually in your lecture note. This one, the very first paragraph, right? The very, very first paragraph. This one. Isn't it? Correct? Yep. So let me clean this. Yeah, it's not very sensitive. I believe my PC is a bit slow. Right? Okay, so it's actually refer to this. Okay, so I just let you see my answer. Yeah, all right. Okay, now if you want to keep this answer, you can snap. I think, okay, in accounting tutorial, basically we need to go quite fast. So I would say you have to prepare, you have to bring your answer here. Yeah. So sometimes I don't have the time to show you, all the answer, right? So this is your question number 1, right? Yeah, accounting is the process of providing. Yes, it's the process of providing. Oh, this one, okay. Okay, right. Yeah. So accounting is a process of providing data, right? Okay, providing data to the respective user to help them to make business decision. Yeah. So accounting is basically we actually use all this to communicate with whoever need the information. So first we must start with collecting. So you must have source document. So what is your source document like? Your receipt, your invoice. Like when you buy something, you place an invoice, you place an order, and then the invoice, when you pay, they give you a receipt, right? So meaning that's the evidence, the proof, isn't it? So now when you go and buy something, you go to supermarket, right? After you pay, they will give you a receipt, right? Tell you what are the items you have bought and how much all these items add up how much, right? Okay. Then you do recording, books of prime entry. So yeah, so how do you record? How do you record in your book? Right? Okay, and you do summary, okay, post to your lecture, okay, T account. So you have seen T account. Yeah, T account is actually like this. Right, T account. Okay, this is T account. This one is called T account. So here, maybe you put, let's say this is a salary account. So you put the name salary, right? Okay. And let's say you pay your salary by bank. So what you do is you put here salary. So let's say 2,000 ringgit. And then the double entry here, you put bank and 2,000 ringgit. So you see, one debit, one credit, correct? So remember the dual effect. So debit salary, credit bank, isn't it? Yeah. So meaning you must have debit. So you debit your salary and then you credit bank. So it's 2,000 and 2,000. So balance, yes. So this is what we call a T account. This one is called journal. This one is called journal. This one is called journal. All right. Okay. This is actually called journal. Okay, communicating, basically we actually communicate with our user. Okay, so basically for them to make a decision. Yeah, right. Okay, then question number two is about what? I actually asked you what is the difference between accounting and bookkeeping? So what is the difference? So bookkeeping is basically for you to collect and recording. Yeah, it's actually collect and recording. So just like what I draw to you. Yeah. So if I do like this, right? Oops. I'm gonna come back here. See, this thing is not, yeah. Okay, we'll do it a bit slow. Okay, bookkeeping is here, accounting is outside. So whatever you do is part of accounting. So accounting cover more, okay, cover much more than bookkeeping, yeah. Oops, I forgot to do something. That is to do recording. Okay. Yeah, see, I forgot to do something. Next time, if I forgot, you all should actually remind me. Now only I remember. I said, how come, like something missing? All right. Okay. So far, do you have any question? Any question?
So far, no.
Can understand?
No.
Kelvin, can understand? Farah?
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Can
can.
Yeah, because my target is everybody must pass on this semester. I know some of you don't have any background. If you have background, you should aim for A. If you don't have any background, you find it's a bit difficult. Yeah, okay. If you have any question, please ask. I do not wish that you wait until end of the semester before exam, then you come and ask me. It's a bit too late because we have a lot of topics to cover. So as long as you have questions, then you ask, yeah. All right. Don't feel shy, yeah, because you have to pass this subject in order to graduate, or else later I do not want because of this subject then hold you up, yeah. Okay, so must ask question. All right, so if I go a bit faster, then you better stop me, yeah. All right, okay, so for question 2 done. Now question 3, I think it's quite easy, isn't it? Question 3, do you have any question on question 3? So this one, I think you use your eyes also, you know what is your answer, right? Now, so I think from next week onwards, right, it's good that you all can actually take turn to present the answer. Yeah, anybody want to present question 3 today? Only 3 of you, right? So you're take turn to show me your screen so that every week you have to do homework. So today, any volunteer, anybody want to show me your answer? Or you just tell me the answer?
Me?
Anybody want to share the answer? Question 3?
Me can.
Noel.
Huh? No, Noel want to share. Okay, then I stop sharing. All right. Okay. Then Noel, you can share already. So if you're ready, if your answer, you just share, yeah. And I'll want to make sure everybody, everybody actually, take turn to share your answer so that you learn. Yes, yeah, I can see the answer in orange color, yeah. Okay, right. So you can actually just type the answer, right? So the first one, remember this one? Complete the gaps in the following table. Asset must equal to liability plus equity, right? So meaning, yeah, all right. So 82. So yeah, so here must be 32,000, right? Because asset must be equals. There's an equal sign in between. Okay, 32, then 85. Okay, correct. Right? So asset must equal to liability plus equity, isn't it? Okay, 67. So just check. Yeah, so if you have your answer, can you please check, see whether you got it right? If you can't get it right, just do let me know why you can't get, you can ask question why it's not correct. 38. Yeah, okay, so basically question 3 are all correct. Why mine is question 3, why yours is number 5 one? Okay, so it's okay. Yep. Okay. And then right. Yeah. So number 3 is correct, yeah? Okay. I don't know. I'm like okay, let me see. So this is my answer here. Now if I go back to my question, so basically if I want to draw, okay, start here. Let's draw. Okay, pen. So you want to draw, so basically it's asset must equal, isn't it? Okay. Forgot to share my screen. Right. All right, so you can see my screen, yeah. Okay, so should show answer now. For this question 3, actually this is actually very simple now. So you can see like this. So the equal sign is here. The equal sign is actually here, right? So and this one is a plus, isn't it? According to your lecture note. So when you do this one, so basically you have to remember you have an equal sign here, and this one is plus. So this one must be 32 already lah, huh? Correct, eh? So you all understand, right? So 85 here. Okay, so asset must equal to liability plus equity. Yeah. Okay, so this one must be 67. Okay, and this one, okay, see, this is 0, so meaning this one must be the same as asset, right? Okay, and this one, yeah, so this one, okay, so liability is missing, so this is 38. Yeah, so all the same, so there's an equal sign in between here, and it's actually plus, correct? Yeah, simple mathematics, as I told you, right? Okay, now question 4, question 3, okay, done. Okay, question 4. You may use the following format for your answer. So format already given. So out of this, then you must know how to put, isn't it? Which one is asset, which one is liability, which one is equity, correct? Yes, all right. So anybody want to share your answer?
I share lah.
So still Novel, okay.
No, it's me, Farah.
Novel. You are Farah?
Yes, I'm Farah.
Okay, good.
Okay.
Oh, you are Farah. Oh, just now also Farah, right?
No,
Farah,
just
you have
now.
accounting.
Sorry.
Farah, do you have any accounting background?
Oh,
You learn
me no, but I have like basic since Form 3, but that one I not good lah.
Never mind. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
So only Kelvin actually don't know what is going on, is it? Can actually learn. Okay. Now, so this is question number 4. So for question number number 4 from the question given, right? So you got to so you must know which one is asset, isn't it? Which one is liability, which one is equity. Then you put it and then you put the number. Then whatever it is must balance, right? Okay, isn't it? Yeah. So the answer is actually correct, right? The number is 139,000. Yes. Yes,
Okay.
correct. Yeah. So asset, liability, equity. Yeah. Okay. Then it's my turn to present. Then I can actually show you. Okay. Like this, right? Right. So from the question, so okay, if I put my question here so that I can see, yeah. Now, so here basically okay, so bank is here, isn't it? Correct? Bank is asset, right? Okay, bank is here and then cash is here. So you see, I actually from the question, yeah. So drawing is actually under here, isn't it? Correct? Yeah. Right? Drawing is here and then loan is here. Correct? And then you put your number. Inventory. Okay, inventory is asset. Inventory is our asset because that's our stock that we for sale. Okay, motor vehicle is here. Okay, loss is here. So basically, the question asks you to find what? Asks you to find capital, isn't it? Asks you to find capital. So can you find? Because you know that asset must be equal to liability plus equity, isn't it? So we need to find this equity. So here, so meaning we have to find capital. Yeah, this is what we want to find, isn't it? Yeah. All right. Okay. So basically, you know this. Okay. So if I show you. So just now, Farah's answer is actually correct. So I'll just show you one more time. Half. Yeah, so bank, so you put your number in, then you calculate. The total for asset is 139. So you know that this is 139. If here is 139, if this is 139, this is also 139, isn't it? Correct? Yes. Then we put this one, Okay, then this is the question. This is the number that we need to find. Yeah, okay. So the answer is 92,000. All right. So this one you use your accounting equation. So it's a simple mathematics, isn't it? Yeah. Asset equal to liability plus equity. All right. So 139. Okay. So 139 here and equal to 139 here. Yeah, must be equal. All right. Okay, must be equal. Okay. Next. So next, this one is this one asks you to actually correct classification. So debit or credit, are there debit or credit items? So correct classification, like discount receipt is what? Discount receipt is, okay, let's say I give you example first. Discount receipt is income. So I put here. Oh, why it will actually run? Don't run away. Okay, so this is income, right? Okay, income is debit or credit. Maybe everybody answer. Yeah. Can you tell me what's your answer? Income is debit or credit?
Credit.
Credit.
Credit. Yes. Income is always credit. Commission received is
Credit.
unclassified as what? You know, okay, classify as what? Classify as what is your asset can be, your answer can be asset, liability, equity, income, and it can be also expenses. Yeah, so these are the 5. So you tell me,
Income.
commission received is income. Okay. If income, it must be on the credit. Yeah. Receivables. What is receivables? Receivable is somebody owe us.
Liability.
Yeah. Somebody owe us.
Oops.
We are going to collect. So asset or liability?
Asset.
Asset. Yes. Asset. Okay. I use short form A is asset. Now asset is debit or credit?
Debit.
Debit. Okay, good. Cash from owner. Cash from owner is what? Cash from owner is like now you start the business as an owner. As an owner, you actually bring cash to the business. So cash from owner is
Equity.
Equity.
Yes, this is equity. This is equity, or we call it capital. Now, equity is debit or credit?
Credit.
Credit.
Equity is debit or credit? Credit, yes, very good. Okay, sales. What is sales?
Income.
Imagine you run a business, you buy and sell tire. So what is your sales?
Income.
Sales mean your income. Yes. This is your income. Now, you see, sales is also income. Discount receipt and commission receipt also income. But discount receipt and commission receipt, is it our main business activity? Main business activity means, like, for example, you actually buy and sell tire. So buying and selling tire is your main business activity. Commission receipt is only part of it, right? Let's say lah, you hit lah this month you are able to hit the target lah. So the supplier give you commission. So commission is like what? Other income, right? So this is other. Okay, this one also other income. Okay, we get discount from our supplier, right? Other, this is a income. So income is credit law. Okay, how about inventory sold? Inventory sold is which one? Asset, liability, equity, income, expenses. Inventory sold is, what is this? Inventory sold is what?
Asset.
No, inventory sold. The inventory that you already sold out.
Income.
Okay, this one is expenses. This is expenses. This one is what we call cost of goods sold. Yeah, cost of goods sold. Remember, sales minus your cost of goods sold equals your profit, right? So you have to sell your inventory. So your inventory is like expenses. So if expenses, this must be a debit. Okay.
But if you sell, don't you get money?
Yeah, but the thing is, when you are able to sell, it's under here. It's under this one.
Oh, okay.
Inventory is like inventory that you have, but you sold it off. So meaning you decrease your inventory. You decrease your inventory.
Doesn't that mean it decrease our asset?
When you sell it off, it's considered as expense. Because, okay, now, do you need to buy the inventory? You need to purchase, then only you can sell, right? Yeah, right. You purchase first, you purchase the inventory, then you sell. And that's how you make money, right? Let's say you purchase 100 ringgit one, but when you sell to your customer, you sell at 200. So that's how you make 100 ringgit. Isn't it correct? Okay, how about this? Insurance claim receive. What is this? Insurance claim receive. What is this? Income, expenses, insurance claim.
Income.
Income, insurance claim. Yes, this is income. Yeah, income. And this is not from our main business activity, so it's others. So income must be credit. Carriage inwards. You know what's carriage inwards? Carriage inwards is, when you, let's say you buy, you import some tire from Indonesia, for example. So you see, this tire, travel from Indonesia. And then when these tires, right, when you buy, you not buy one tire, you buy how many? 500, 200 maybe, okay. Then carriage inwards is actually the transportation. Yeah, correct, the transportation. So you need, when the tire reach the KK port, so you need someone to actually help you to actually deliver to your warehouse, right now. So this delivery, this transportation is called carriage inwards. So, okay, actually, we have two carriage, okay, yeah. One is inwards, yes. Another one is called carriage outward. Yeah, inwards and outwards. What's the difference? Okay, inwards is when we buy our inventory, when we buy our inventory. Cash outward is this is free delivery to customer. This is to our customer. So meaning this is actually our cost, correct? Yeah. When your tire reach the port, you need to get someone help you to deliver to your warehouse. So isn't it cost of purchase, part of the cost of purchase of the tire, or we call it part of the cost of purchase of inventory? Betul? Alright, now, so can you see the difference here? Carriage inward is part of our cost of purchase. Carriage outward is our expenses, which we actually give it free to our customer. Yeah, carriage outward. Just like let's say you go and buy a set of sofa. You know, a set of sofa is huge. Normal car cannot fit. So the furniture shop share, let's say you bought from Chan Furniture, then Chan Furniture said, okay, no problem, don't worry, I deliver to you. Okay, I deliver to your house. Give me your house address. Okay, then Chan Furniture deliver. Then they say, okay, later 2 p.m. we'll reach your home. Say like that. Okay, then you wait lah. Okay, then you see the lorry here come here already, right? Then this is called carriage outward. And this carriage outward is actually expenses to Chan Furniture. And Chan Furniture actually give it free to the customer. So expenses to Chan Furniture, right? So carriage inwards is actually expenses. Yeah, this is actually expenses, but this expenses is part of your cost of goods sold, because these expenses that you incur, it will increase your cost of purchase, right? Increase your cost of purchase, meaning you purchase tire, but then don't forget you must pay this transportation from the port to your warehouse. Let's say the company charge you 100 ringgit per trip. Let's say your warehouse is a bit far. Yeah, okay. So meaning beside paying the tire, you need to pay the 100 ringgit, the transportation as well to deliver the tire that you actually bought, yeah, to your warehouse. All right. So if this is an expenses, then this is a debit. Okay, expenses is debit. Okay, advertising. What is advertising? Advertising is So your answer is here lah. Either asset, liability, equity, income, or expenses. Advertising is
Expenses.
Yes, expenses. Very good. Yep. So expenses. If expenses is debit, okay, it's debit. Office stationery. Office stationery. Yeah, for sure you need some stationery, right? So office stationery is
Asset.
Stationery is something
Expense.
small, like we talk about pen, ruler, eraser, highlighter, right? Okay, office stationery we don't treat as asset. So normally we treat as expenses. Okay, we treat as expenses. Now, what happens if you actually own a stationery shop? You sell stationery like AA stationery shop. Yeah, for example, if you are AA stationery shop lah, so the stationery that you put in your shop is asset or expenses?
Asset.
Yeah, that is asset, meaning this stationery, all this stationery are AA's inventory. So inventory is actually asset. Okay, so you have to know how to differentiate. If you buy stationery from AA, put in your office, that is expenses to your business, correct? Because you need pen, right? Okay, so expenses, office stationery here is expenses, so it's debit. Expenses is always on the debit. How about payables? Payable means we're supposed to pay, but we haven't paid. Payable is, what is payable? Just like you buy, let's say you buy tire from the supplier in Indonesia, you haven't paid yet. So This payable is, you see from the words payable, meaning we are going to pay, but we haven't paid. So what is
Liability.
this?
Liabilities.
Yes, liability. Yeah, this is a liability. So if liability, this is credit, right? Payable, you see, receivable, see or not? Receivable and payable, yeah, right? So receivable is we are expecting to receive, isn't it? Correct? Yeah, receivable we are expecting to receive. Payable is the other way around. This one is we expect people to pay to us. This one is we are supposed to pay. So different, the other way around, exactly to the opposite. Yeah, exactly to the opposite. Okay, and how about cash to owner? Now, just now, cash from owner is capital, right? Cash from owner is capital, right? How about this one, cash to owner? Cash to owner, meaning the owner actually, meaning what? The owner actually, cash
Withdraw.
to owner, meaning the owner take money from the business, right? The owners actually takes money from the business, meaning is drawings. It's actually this one. It's called drawings. Must be an S, right? It's drawings. The business take money from the business, so it's actually drawings. So drawings is under which one?
Equity.
Equity. Equity is debit or credit?
Credit.
Credit.
Debit.
Yes.
Oh, credit.
Equity is credit. Yo, yeah, I confused you already like this. I should put like this.
But-
This one is equity. Yeah, E is expenses here. Okay, so yeah. Okay, so this one is also expenses now. All right. Okay. So
Isn't the
equity.
drawing supposed to decrease the equity?
Yes, drawing supposed to decrease the equity. So is it a debit or credit?
Debit.
Oh yeah, this one should be debit. Oh yes, correct. This one should be debit because drawings it will decrease our equity, so it's debit. Correct. Very good. You're able to identify. This one is. Let me check. Okay, correct. Yeah, salaries. This one you all know lah. Salaries is
Expense.
expenses. Okay, expenses. So expenses must be debit. Electricity.
Expense.
Okay, expense. So it's debit. Rental.
Expense also.
Okay, so it's debit. Yeah. Okay. And then go to this side. Discount given. What is discount given? Discount given, there's another name, you know. Discount given, another name is called discount allowed. You recognize from the English word allowed. Discount given meaning we give discount. We give discount to our customer. So if you give discount to the customer, meaning you receive less. So the discount that you gave away is your what? Is your what?
Expense.
Expenses. Yes, correct. It's expenses. Yeah. So expenses must be
Debit.
Debit.
Kelvin. Expenses must be
Debit.
debit.
Yeah.
Yeah, expenses must be debit. Okay, how about insurance paid? Insurance paid. Paid here means already paid now. Insurance paid is
Expenses.
sorry?
Expenses.
Yes, expenses. Yes. Expenses must be paid.
Bank
Bank interest paid. Bank interest paid. Bank interest. So under what situation you pay bank interest? Meaning you have borrowing, right? Okay, so expenses as well. So this one is debit. Okay, carriage outwards. You see just now, carriage inward. This is carriage outward. Okay, now for when you do accounting, carriage inwards and carriage outward is very, very important. Yeah, this is a must. You must know how to differentiate. Yeah? All right, remember just now we have carriage inwards, right? Okay, now this one is carriage outwards. Okay, inwards and outwards. So just now as I explained, carriage outwards is actually
To customer
pre-delivery to your customer. So it must be your, Kelvin?
expenses also.
Yes, good. Yeah, it must be your expenses. So expenses definitely is debit. Okay, commission paid. Yeah, you know, what is commission paid? In like let's say you have two salesmen and they have done very well. So you pay them commission. Yeah, you actually pay them commission. So commission paid is, you know, the commission that you pay to your salesman. So salesman is your employees, isn't it? Right? So what is commission paid?
Expenses.
Yes, expenses. So expenses must be a debit. Right? Expenses must be a debit. Okay. So you have a better understanding, better idea. Yeah. Okay. After all, accounting is not difficult. Actually, it's not difficult. Okay. Question 6. Question 6 is actually what? Discuss the main uses and the uses of accounting information. Oh, the main users and the main uses are. I think this one do you have the answer in your lecture note? Okay, for those theory questions that if you have the answer in the lecture notes, then I will just show you in the lecture notes. Okay, then if you want to take note like where you get the answer, then you can. I believe it's here. Your lecture note is quite long, 19 pages. Like you see, all these illustrations are actually very useful. You see all the arrow, yeah. So if you really study this one, you should be able to follow. The answer is here. We have internal and external users of accounting information, meaning who are the people who need accounting information to make decision. So we have two categories, right? We have two categories, yeah, internal and external, right? Internal and external. So internal, okay, internal means in the company itself, like shareholders. Yeah, okay, like shareholders, right? Shareholders. So shareholders want to know how good is the business. So maybe they want to know the profit or loss of the business. What is the financial position? Okay, financial position, like I want to know how much money left in my bank account. This is your financial position, right? How much my, let's say I want to know how many pieces of land do I have? Okay, what is the value? How many cars do I have? The motor vehicle value, right? Stability, the growth, yeah. Another one is the management. Okay, oh, this one. Management. Okay, management is actually right, the manager. The manager would like to know. Why I want to know? Because they want to do planning, they want to organizing, they want to control, they want to coordinate. Yeah, okay, all these, right? Okay, so how can the business be more efficient and effective? So that's why they need some accounting information to help them. Right, for accounting information, they are able to identify, okay, which which area should improve, or is it the expenses too high? That's why we make a loss, or our sales is too low. That's why we make a loss. Correct. Employees, yeah, employees. What does employee want to know? Imagine if you work one day, so of course you want to know whether every month you are able to receive salary or not, isn't it? Correct. So what are the benefit? Any career growth? Is it secure or not? The job, is it secure or not? Right? Okay, so where is the business going? Should I stay? Okay, external is outside the company, like supplier. Yeah, supplier. So let's say you buy and sell tire, you buy tire from your supplier, isn't it correct? Finance providers, for example, bank. Yeah. Okay. Before the bank approve the loan, the bank would like to know how does your business do. Isn't it? How does your business do? Right? Yeah, so they want to study your financial position. So whether you are able to serve the loan or not, correct? Yeah, okay. So should I lend some more or request for immediate repayment of loan? Okay, finance provider like the bank, financial institution, these are the people who need financial information before they make a decision whether to approve your loan or not. Okay, government want to know what? Government want to know what? If you paid tax, yeah, you paid tax or not? Have you paid enough? Yeah, all right. Okay, investors want to know how good is the business doing. If your business is doing well, then the investor will be interested to invest in your company, correct? So that your company can grow, right? Can actually, let's say, expand, yeah, from Malaysia, expand to Singapore, expand to Taiwan, for example, or even expand to China. So so you need the investor support so that your business can expand. Okay, customers would like to know is the supply long term? Yeah, customer always buy from you, right? Okay, so see the question is it, will I still get the supply? Should I look elsewhere for alternative? Yeah, so whether the customer are concerned, whether they are still able to buy the same thing from you. Okay, I mean your customer might be having a small business where they need to get inventory from you then sell. Yeah, right. Okay, public. So here we would like to protect our environment. Okay, fair trade, responsible business, community responsibility, able to provide any job opportunities. So the question can ask is what? Is the business bringing well-being to the community? So yeah, should we take legal action if it is not? Yeah, so where do you get the answer from? Annual report. You know what is annual report? Yeah, you can actually get the answer from annual report. Annual report, okay. Do you want to see what is annual report? I think I have. Okay, let me search. I should have. Yeah. Okay. Here, let me search an example for you. Yeah. Okay. 3134. Oh. Oh, this one is. I need to get the right subject so that I can see. Do I have an annual report here? No. I have too much thing here, so that's why I need some time to find. Okay, I'm sure I have it here. We also don't have one. So where do I put? I must have parked somewhere. This is where it's the same. Yeah, well, how come now I cannot find it? Um, 2064. Found. Okay, this is how an annual report looks like, yeah? Okay. Yeah. A little bit slow, I think. Okay. Now, this company is called Dutch Lady. You know Dutch Lady? You see the product? You are able to identify Dutch Lady, the milk, right? Okay, so this is how annual report looks like. You see how many pages? 156. Oh, yeah, very, very long. Okay, so you can see this annual report. So you can see annual report will actually report what happened in 1 year, in 1 year's time. Okay. Yeah, so you see here, they'll tell you, okay, number one, in the Malaysia, 68 million pack, 2 million. So you see, they give free to the student as well. This is part of to the community, right? Is how many employees do they have? Yeah, okay, farmers to farmers, right? So all the info is in table of content. So yeah, you can see, you want to see the final report here? See, okay, I show you. Okay, page 102. Okay, yeah. This is S or FP, Statement of Financial Position. See, asset, equity, liability. Yeah, okay. And this is profit or loss. This one is actually to find how much profit. The profit before tax. After you pay tax, so this is the profit. Yeah, okay. And then what else you have? Statement of change is where this one is too difficult for you. Never mind. Cash flow, this one also not in your syllabus. Yeah, so what to your concern is the first two lah. This one, profit or loss, how to find profit or loss, and how to actually get the statement of financial position balance. So you see, is it balance? This number, you see here, this number and this number, balance or not? Yeah, I like this number, okay, and this number, balance. Correct? Yes. Oops, why I can't see the color? Okay, see, these two number must balance out, right? Okay, and then you see why there are two columns, see, 2017, 2018. So this one that I show you is actually 2018. Every year they have one annual report. Every year one annual report, yeah, okay? Yeah, every year one annual report. All right, so done with this. Okay, then we go back to our, now this is extra exercises. Anybody do these extra exercises? Extra exercise is actually very good. Yeah, if you want to learn, really learn, really master, you should do extra exercises. Okay, we still have like 27 minutes. Okay, now quickly go through the question, and then I'll try to cover as many as possible. So, yeah. Anybody do this one? Question one? Anybody done question one?
Yeah.
Yes, Okay. All right. So maybe okay. You want to project your answer, or we go through the question first? Okay, I think we go through the question first now. Okay, we go through the question first. So let me make it a little bit small. I just want to see the whole question now. Okay, for accounting, my habit is I always like to read the requirement first, meaning start from requirement. So here we have ABCD. Okay, into which account was BB's capital contribution of 60,000 deposited? So when 60,000 deposited, meaning BB is the owner. So BB is as an owner brings 60,000 to the business. So this 60,000, where do you park this 60,000? Yeah, where do you park this 60,000? That's the question asked.
Okay. Oh.
So where do you put the 60,000?
Is it a capital?
Yeah, capital. But as I said, capital is on the credit. Then what is your debit?
Cash. Yeah.
Yes, every transaction must have one debit and one credit. So it will be, what happened? Always when I start to write like that. Okay, so meaning you debit your bank, okay, bank or cash, then you credit capital, is it correct? Credit capital. So you put here 60 and 60, right? Okay, then the question is that calculate the balance of this account at the end of March. Balance of this account, meaning what I want you to do is bank. Now for this question is actually bank. You know why I say it's bank? So you see here, check. If you see check meaning bank. Okay, if you see check meaning your double entry is either debit bank or credit bank. All right, so for this one, it's actually bank. Okay, we use bank, we don't use cash. It's actually bank. Right, so meaning right for part A, your answer is actually the question actually asks you. So you basically do you can actually do something like this, right? I don't know how you do it, but maybe I can show you.
That means the tutorial one, isn't there more questions? No, I mean the section A, not the no more questions.
Section A, no more question, right? Section A finished already, right?
Right? I thought got some more one in the. Yeah.
Hey, your question and my question different.
Oh yeah.
My question only up to question 6. What?
I
You
see
have some more question
the one in until the one in the link there is until 11.
until 11. Wow, so long. But how come mine is only 6? Your question is from Google Classroom, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, but yeah, I only have this one. Okay. Let me see. With improvement tutorial. Oh, okay. So just now, you use this one. I use the other one. No. But I think this is a bit too long.
Yeah, I think until 10 is just the lecture note answer. Only the 11
Mm,
only
Okay,
the
so
11
meaning just now, okay, so
they're all the same.
what do you understand about accounting equation? Discuss accounting data must be transparent in summary. This one you can find the answer lah.
Yeah.
Okay, so meaning it start 11 not the same lah. Various form of business discuss the main user and their users.
The others are just lecture note answers. Only the 11 need to think more.
Okay, so meaning next time I printed out all the question, but I would say my question is the latest one, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah.
Oh,
Because the Mr. Nairom uploaded the one is from last semester.
okay.
Yeah, you see, right? Okay lah. Actually, yeah. You want to use this question also can, no problem. Okay. So you want to do this question 11 because just now this one is question 1, no? Huh? Question 1, 2, 3. Oh, only 3. Oh, okay. Okay lah, then we do this one 11. Now, Mr. John started his tailoring business on 1st January. This question, do we have this? Let's see, is it under tailoring business on 1st January? Oh, it's actually question 4. Yeah, actually I have it's actually question 4 lah, this one here.
Oh, just move over.
Is it the same? It's actually this one, right? Question 4.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay lah, I can use my version, just that it's a bit, but I think use your version better. Okay lah, then I better go and use your version lah. All right. Now, so it's the same now. Now, Mr. John started his tailoring business on 1st Jan, so he has no accounting knowledge and requires your help in doing up the accounts of his business. So he has provided the following information for the whole year from 1st Jan to 31st December. So this is one whole year, right? So this one whole year, so at the end, they have bank balance, cash balance, sales, amount owing by Alex, JC, Golden, cost of inventory sold, shop rental equipment, electricity and water, air conditioners, amount owing to Cocoa Textile, interest received, bank and cash withdrawn for home use. Bank and cash withdrawn for home use, this is actually what drawings, right? Commission paid to Ken, introduce new customer. This one meaning why paid commission to Ken? Okay. Inventories balance, right? Then it said find out how much profit Mr. Jones' business has made for the year using the profit determination equation. Okay. Now part A and part B. Okay, part A and part B. How do you come up with the answer? It's the same as your question. Okay, for me it's question 4 and 5. Part A is question 4. Right, part A is actually question 4. Yeah, part A is actually question 4. Yeah, find out how much profit has made for the year using profit determination equation. Yeah, okay, now So profit determination, right? This one is basically refer to, right? This one is actually talking about part A. I'm talking about part A. So your part A is actually about profit. It's actually about this one, right? Profit equal to income minus expenses, right? So when you present your answer, you can actually do it just like just now, just like your, if I refer to your question, you see now I got a bit confused with it. I refer to your question is like question 5, I think, isn't it? This one. Question 6. Yeah, you can do it. No, okay, not this one. Oh, this one is asset liability. They won't ask me the. So you can actually do it. Okay, let me show you. Anybody done this one? Anybody done this one? Huh? Anyone?
Done, but
Yes.
not sure correct or not.
Not sure, correct now. Okay, you want to present your answer? Come on, you present your answer since you have done. Okay, I already stopped presenting. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you present and let me see. Okay. Can you make it bigger? Yeah. Can you make it bigger? Yeah. Make it bigger. Oh. All right. So yeah. So yeah, you can actually do like this now. Okay. I would say when you do your tutorial question, when come to question like this, right? Please use Excel. Please practice your Excel. Because later in exam, you are given Excel as your answer booklet. Yeah, you are given Excel as answer booklet. So make sure you are familiar. So make sure you know how to use the function, like how to sum it up. Yeah, okay, things like this. Yeah, your answer is revenue. Okay, expenses. I think the format is correct. Yes, the format is correct. Just that your answer, interest received. Interest received. Then what is your sales? Electricity and water, correct. Shop rental, correct. Cost of inventory sold, correct. Commission paid, correct. Yeah. Okay. Your expenses is correct. 1703, all this number is correct. But I believe your revenue, something is missing. Do you have sales? I think you need to put sales here, Noel. There's a sales here.
Oh.
Yeah, there's a sales here. Yeah, there's a sales, right? If you look back at your lecture note, the format. You have sales, right? Sales I saw already. Then the third one. This one 86,660. Yeah. Yeah, you got to put your sales in. Okay, I think the only thing that missing is the sales. So once you put your sales in, okay, then your answer should be correct. The answer is the profit. Yeah. Okay.
Is the amount owing, is it not count as the revenue?
No. Amount owing is actually what? Amount owing is actually receivable, right?
Oh.
Yeah. The question got put what amount? It says amount owing by who, right? That one is receivable. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, can you please calculate total revenue? Everybody can see, yeah. Okay. Yeah. So the total revenue, yes. Okay. Then you take your total revenue minus your total assets. Yeah. So profit or loss. Minus, yes. Correct. Yes. Okay. Your answer is correct. Yep. Answer is correct. So for those who haven't done, so maybe you can jot down the answer. So your answer is a profit 69,930. Yeah, it's a profit, 69930. Okay, it's a profit. All right. Okay. Ken? Okay, Part B is actually your accounting question now. Statement of financial position now. So for Part B, what you're looking at is asset, liability, and equity. Asset, liability, and equity. So for asset, liability, and equity, right? Okay, Part B, can you put, okay, stop right here. So it said, find out how much capital was injected by Mr. John into his business on 1st January using the accounting equation. So accounting equation means asset equal to liability plus equity, isn't it correct? So where you need to find your capital, you need to find your capital. Okay, so I think Noel answer your answer. Okay, I think this one you only do. I think your answer, yeah, I think this one I show you the answer. All right, okay, can you stop presenting? Then I show you
Okay.
the answer. Okay, I show you the answer, yeah. Oh. So I would say I will actually use, I always will use, okay, I will use Excel as well. Okay, wait, I open up Excel first. Yeah, you know, because I mostly teach accounting, so all the time, okay, all the time during my class, all my class, especially tutorial, I use Excel. So yeah, Excel is my very, very, very good friend. So Excel has to be your very, very good friend also for this subject, especially during your test and your exam. Yeah, okay, we must, you have to use it, no choice. All right. Okay, can you see my screen? Can I? Right, I make it bigger. Now this one, how you do it is we put. Okay, I show you the template. I think the template. Okay, the template you can use in your lecture notes. That right? Okay, then I put here amount. Okay, amount. So I put RM. Now I use all. Okay, I use all the what capital letter. Yeah. Okay. Now, so we have asset, right? Remember our accounting equation is we put like this, right? Okay, accounting equation is asset equal to liability plus equity, right? This is our accounting equation. So we put it, so this is in vertical. So now, this is in horizontal. Now I do it vertically down like this. So my assets, okay, yeah, my asset. Okay, now, so from your question, can you tell me the assets items? Can you tell me what are the asset items from the beginning? Yeah, you use the sequence here. So from the first item, yeah. Can you
Bank.
tell me the asset?
Bank.
Asset, the first one is
Bank.
bank. Okay. Bank, how much is my bank? 5.5.
7.
Okay.
Different.
One more thing that I always like to use is this one. Thousand separator. You know what is thousand separator? You see the comma? So yeah, please use thousand separator with the comma so that it's easy for you to read the number, especially when you have a lot of zero at the back. Yeah. Okay. Then next is what? Cash, right? So how much is my cash? Okay. Next. Any more? Any more
Miss,
under
why,
the asset?
why, why the bank is 5,000? Isn't supposed to be
Oh
75,000?
yeah. I saw the wrong number. Okay, thank you. Okay, next. Next is what? Is it the question there put what? Amount owing, is it?
Yeah, amount owing
Amount
Yeah,
owing,
purple.
by
amount owing by
Alex.
Alex, by JC, by Golden, right?
Yeah.
3. Okay, now amount owing by Alex, JC, Golden. Who are these people? Trade receivable or trade payable? Who are
Payable.
these people?
Receivable.
Sorry? Receivable. Yes, they are our receivable. Okay, so I use short form, trade receivable. Okay, now, so we have 3 trade receivable, right? So I'm going to add them up like this. Use the bracket. correct?
Oh,
Three of them.
we can do that. We
Yeah,
can
can.
also answer like this.
Yeah,
Like
you
this.
can do like this, or you can also put like this, right? Amount owing by, okay, yeah, you want to put like this also can, by Alex, for example. So by Alex is what, 500, also can. Anyway, your answer is the same. Can,
Okay.
you want to put like this also can.
Short form can. TR.
Short form, TR.
Trade
Short form
receivable.
actually only for lecturer lah.
Okay.
Exercise can lah, but exam you don't, don't do like this lah. Yeah,
Okay.
you want to do like this also can. Okay. Yeah. So so this one, you do like this also can. So can now at the end the number is the same one, right? So it's either you do this one or you do this one, right? Okay. And then next, any more asset? Any more asset? Ada lagi?
The equipment.
Equipment.
Sorry? Equipment. Oh, yes. Equipment. Okay, equipment is 15,000. Now, you see, 15,000. If you use the 1,000 separator, it's very easy, right? You know it's 30. Okay, next. Ada lagi?
Air conditioners.
Yes, air conditioners.
Miss, the air conditioner cannot count as does it not count as expenses?
No, air conditioners or aircon. Okay, I ask you, if you buy one aircon, can use for how long? Do you buy one? Aircon is you use for a long time, right? So it must be asset, no? You cannot expenses.
I thought it's the air conditioning bill.
No. This is the aircon, the asset. Okay, next. Any more?
No. No.
I think that's it.
One more?
Oh, inventory balance.
Yes, inventory. Inventory is asset, no? Inventory, yes. Okay. Right? Okay. Then we have liability, yeah? Okay. Do you have liabilities? Liability or not?
Yeah.
What is your liability?
1,500.
1,500.
Amount.
It's called what?
Cocoa textile.
Owing to cocoa textile.
Yeah, that one, right? So it's called payable lah. Yeah, it's called payable lah. You see, normally you have one receivable, one payable. See, this one receivable, this one is payable. Okay, any more liability?
I don't think so.
No more. Okay, then next is equity. Okay, so in terms of equity, now what you need to find is capital, right? Correct? Yeah. Okay, this is what we want to find. So I put in yellow. This is what we want to find. Okay. Besides equity, what else do you have? For equity, normally we have three items, right?
We
have
got
three
profit,
items. Right?
capital.
Yeah. We have capital, profit, and
Drawings.
And drawings. So do we have drawings?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which one is drawings?
The bank and cash
one.
withdrawn.
Yeah. This one is drawings, right? Correct. This one is drawings. Yeah, this one is drawings. See, this one is drawings. Bank and cash withdrawn for home use. This is drawings. Correct? Okay. Now, then, so I put here drawings. Yeah. What I want to find is capital. So my drawing is, this is minus, yeah, it will reduce, it's a debit now, so it will reduce my capital. Then I have, now, previously, your part A, what do you get? Profit or loss?
Profit.
Profit.
Profit, right? So this answer, this profit is actually from your part A. How much is your profit?
69930.
Yes. Okay. Now, so you see now, asset equal to liability plus equity, right? Okay. So this one we add up. Yeah. Okay. So I use this one, the sum. Okay. So this is my first balance. Okay. And here now, so meaning this here, It should be the same as this number, isn't it? Correct, no? So, okay, yeah, let's see. Of course, it's not balanced because the yellow one got no number on it. You see, this one is only this much. So, how much do I need to add so that I get this 101430? So, meaning, how do you get your number is you take this number, right? Yeah. Minus, you need to minus, okay, minus, correct? Understand? That's how you get your capital, right? Because these two numbers must be the same, okay? The green and the green, right? Accounting equation, right? Asset must equal to liability plus equity. So these two green color must be the same. So if it must be the same, so meaning I must have a number here. And how do I find this number is this minus this, right? Correct? So it's here. Yeah. So how much is this capital?
42,000.
42,000. Yes. See, you put 42 now, balance already. No? So this is what we call accounting equation. So asset must equal to liability plus equity. Okay? Understand how you do this? Yeah? All right. Now, so basically we don't have time anymore. So the rest of the question, can you do on your own? And if I ask you to submit, would it be too stressed for you? But it's actually good to practice, especially if you don't have any accounting background. It's actually good to practice because accounting is like maths. The more you practice, the better you are. If you don't practice, well, you are not familiar, then you find that it's a bit, it's a bit difficult. Yeah. So your question one. Okay, let me see. Your question one. Okay, your question one is the same as my question one. Now, your question one, A, B, okay, A and B. A is actually, okay, B is actually the bank balance, meaning at the end of March, after 1 month, how much is your bank balance? So your bank balance, you can actually get the answer from A. If you have done A, then you just take your A, okay, your meaning how much you receive minus how much you paid. That is actually your balance. Yeah, okay. For part C and D, part C and D is actually equal to your question, this question 11A and B. You use the same format. Yeah. Which part A, Noel already done, okay, and part B just now I already show you. Yeah, so C and D. So can everybody do this one, question one, and then can you submit your answer? Yeah, can you submit your answer by today? So next time, right, in the tutorial, please prepare your answer before you come. Actually, yeah, you see, all these questions is actually very long. So if we want to cover everything in the class, it will be very rushed. I can show you the answer, but it's actually very, very rushed. It's actually very, very rushed. So how? Would you like to have the answer, then you try? Or my worry is I give you answer, but later you don't do. So ended up you don't know. Yeah. So I say I have my dilemma also lah. Of course, answer I have. I can show you my answer. Answer, of course, I have. Yeah, I can show you. Okay, this one is too big, so I make it a bit small. Now, so this is my question one. Just now the BB is also your question one for section B. So you get what I mean? So you can actually have a look as a reference. Yeah, so you see, this is actually a bank account. This is actually a bank account. Okay, this is actually a bank account. Yeah, it's a bank account. So you see increase and decrease. If it increase means this is actually on the debit. So so this is actually the debit. Okay, and this is actually the credit. Okay, this is actually the debit and this is actually the credit. And this is the balance. This is what the balance. And then part B actually asks for inventory. What is the balance of inventory? Right? Okay. And then this is your part C and D. Part C, just now Noel did share. Yeah, similar to just now the Mr. John. Isn't it Mr. John? Yeah. Right? Okay. And this is just now what I shared with you just now. So can you try this one? And then for the next question, I don't know whether your question 2 is the same as my question 2. My question 2 is Alan. Your question 2, is it Alan? Yeah, also same. Yeah, your question 2 is also Alan. My question 3 is go. Oh, okay, same now. Yeah, so are you able to do all that? My question 2 and your question 2 is the same. Okay, now I give you an idea. How does your answer look like? This is question 2 answer. This one is actually journal. You see, this one is based on every single day, right? If you look at your question 2, every single day you got to come up with the transaction. See, like 1st of May, yeah, started the business with cash 1,000 and bank account 19,000 as capital. So meaning the Alan actually brought in cash 1,000 and 19,000 cash in terms of cash 1,000 and 19,000 put into the bank. Okay, so I give you example. So meaning for this, right? For this transaction, okay, for this transaction is basically I have 2 debit. Yeah, I have 2 debit. So why I have 2 debit? Because I bring in cash, I debit cash 1,000. At the same time, I also bank in, okay, I also bank in 19,000, right? Okay, and these are my capital. So I credit capital at this. So the total is 20,000. So this is your 1st of May answer. Okay, then you do for 3rd of May, 7th of May, like that. So for example, 3rd of May, bought computer 3,006 from Sharikat Chera Singapore on credit. On credit means, do you pay immediately? No, you don't pay immediately. On credit means you bought computer. So meaning you debit your asset, or you can just write computer account and you credit payable. Yeah, you credit payable. Yeah, credit payable. Okay, so you see my answer. Office equipment. Actually, here they actually use office equipment. Computer is office equipment. Okay, yeah, that's true. Computer is office equipment. Debit office equipment and credit payables. Yeah, and credit payables. All right. Yeah.
So the description also right like that.
The description up to you. If you don't want to write, it's okay. Description is actually to explain what are you doing.
Oh, I thought it's compulsory.
Yeah, I think, maybe sometimes the exam question will ask you to write the narration and the description. So, okay lah, description also you do lah. Description is actually very simple. Yeah, you just want to tell people what is this about? What is this about? Yeah, like what do you buy? What do you pay for? Okay, so this is question 2 answer, right? Okay, now question 3. Question 3 answer is also the same as question 2. Okay, yeah. So I will encourage you to do as a practice if you really want to pass, especially if you do not have any background, or like just how Farah said, maybe I'm not so good. Yeah. So I would really encourage you to do. So what you do is you can actually hand in your answer, then I'll mark for you, then I'll return to you. Can or not? How to hand in? You can hand in the Google Classroom, like under yeah, okay, you try to hand in, then I'm sure I am. I know already. You hand in your WhatsApp lah. You hand in Excel. Yeah, you hand in WhatsApp. Hand in your answer in WhatsApp. Oh, you hand in WhatsApp, then everybody can see your answer. Never mind lah, we learn together ma. Yeah, you can hand in your WhatsApp if you want. Google Classroom also can. Anyway, I also have to download lah. To me, it's the same. I will mark for you. So in the future, section B basically is for your own practice. So I encourage you to do. So if you have finished, hand in, then I mark for you. All right. Now, so in the class, I think our time is only enough for section A lah. Okay. So we see how. If we have time, then I will go on to section B lah. All right. Okay, so far, do you have any question?
Just do the section B only, right?
Yeah, you just have to do the section B. Section A, just now we already discussed.
Oh,
But if you
okay.
haven't done section A, I will encourage you to do also. Make sure you have a full set of answers so that you can actually use it as a reference later on for your test. All right. Okay. So when can you hand in your answer for section B?
Tonight lah, I try.
Yeah. Okay. Sure. You finish, then you can hand in. So when you do in Excel, you can do like this, right? Let's say you one person only give me one worksheet, meaning you can put like this, right? Question 1, right? You can put question 1, and then you open another sheet, question 2, like this. So one person give me one sheet, okay? Just like in exam also like this, In exam also we do like this. All right? Okay.
Okay.
So
Okay.
yeah. Okay, see you. So see you on Thursday, yeah. So Thursday will be another topic. So please do your homework before you come, huh? All right. And so during tutorial, I will encourage you to ask questions. Anything that you're not clear, please ask. All right.
So
Okay,
on
see
Thursday,
you.
is it tutorial 2?
Yes, tutorial 2.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Thank you, Miss.
All right. See you. Thank you. Thank
Okay,
you.
Miss.